how Darlings is journey of Mehrunisa, Ammu's journey of Ammu. It could seem like the similar struggle, but no, what they are going through is very unique to themselves, and how they deal with it and how they break out of it is also very unique.
I've noticed that the male directors that I've worked with are like pakka feminists.
Previous negative shades were okay, but this was a proper negative shade which I wanted in my film career.
Working with Talaivar was like a dream come true for me.
I know Diwali is around the corner, but I already feel like I'm sitting inside a room full of firecrackers because such explosive talents are in just one frame. Hello everyone, this is Soundarya Adimuthu from the Quint, and today I'm in conversation with Team Ammu. First of all, how are you all?
Good, good.
Great.
Thank you.
Let's start with what is your feeling right now?
I'm feeling proud. I'm feeling proud that all of us could make Ammu together, because it's a story that is very much relevant to our current times as well. You might sometimes think that domestic abuse used to happen way before, maybe not now, but that's not the case. So I think it is a very, very important story to tell in our times, and we are happy, and I'm very proud.
My next question is to Naveen. So you have played a lot of negative shades, right? Your characters have had that. So have you ever wondered like why are filmmakers casting you in that, because you look so intimidating, or is it that you're just pulling off that character so well?
I think the previous negative shades were okay, but this was a proper negative shade which I wanted in my film career, and that fell in place in the right way with Ammu, because this is not a negative character where I feel Ravi is a good man, but October 19th, you see why Ravi has become a abusive husband.
See, I'll tell you
Ammu.
why he's saying this, okay? As actors, we are told never to judge the character. So,
I can't. See, as Ravi, what I can explain to you about him, you tell me.
I'll tell you why directors prefer Naveen to play the most complex characters, because he can pull it off with ease. And as
Absolutely.
an actor who has played Ammu opposite him, he's wonderful. From the way he says Ammu to every single scene that we did, it's so like it's almost like a competition when we work, but it's not against each other. The competition is to make the scene better and better. So I think that was possible only because Naveen sir is such a wonderful actor.
Actually, Ravi is not a good man, but Naveen sir.
Naveen sir is a very good man.
Absolutely. And now let's talk to the captain of the ship, director Charukesh. So after watching the trailer, it just felt so good. Like Ammu is like very vulnerable, but at the same time she's very fierce. Like she's strong. She wants to fight back. So tell us about how was this contrast like, because Triples was totally like a lot of fun, and then coming to Ammu.
So Triples was written by Balaji Jayaraman. It's his baby, and I just had the opportunity to direct Triples. I'm glad I got to direct Triples because I learned how to direct through that. But Ammu is my baby. I have written and I have written it. I've lived with her for the last 2 years, and we have tried to capture the entire journey of Ammu. It's a deep dive into domestic abuse, where we showcase different kinds of abuse, not just physical. It's emotional, it's verbal, it's psychological, and all that. But as intense as it is, the payback is going to be very delicious. And I think Aishwarya also had a lot of fun playing the portions where she was giving it back and all that.
Another question that I had was about the reactions online, right? Like one section is like all of us are enjoying it, but there is also a section which says it resembles somewhat like Alia Bhatt's recent film Darlings. So what is your reaction to comparisons like even before the film is out?
I'm actually glad so many films are being made about this subject matter. Like it's high time we have a plethora of women-driven films which talks about all the issues. But how Darlings is journey of Mehrunisa, Ammu's journey of Ammu. It could seem like the similar struggle, but no, what they are going through is very unique to themselves, and how they deal with it and how they break out of it is also very unique. Personally, Ammu for me is a sensitive take on the subject. We've tried to make it engaging, and but at the same time, we have also tried to maintain the sensitivity of the topic.
That's amazing. And now my next question is specifically to Aishwarya. You have been like featuring in a lot of films that are very important, specifically for women, right? We saw you in Archana 31 Not Out, and then we saw you producing Gargi, one of the best films that I would say for handling a topic of sexual violence. It was very unique, right? And now with Ammu, you're coming back again to this women empowerment zone, right? But at the same time, what I find it interesting is that you're collaborating with male directors for a subject which is about women empowerment. What do you look for in directors of that sort?
In all the female driven stories, female centric films that I've done, I've noticed that the male directors that I've worked with are like pakka feminists. And
Right.
I love it about them because the stories I never chose. It came to me, and then from the filtering process, I found gems like Archana 31 Not Out, Kumari, Ammu, Gargi. And Gargi, I was even involved when the first thought happened. And yes, if a woman director comes to me with a subject like this, the collaboration, the conversations might be different. I will know that only when I work with one. But yes, feminists. That's my answer to this.
And now this question is to all of you. So having worked with very big stars in the industries, tell us about how that has changed your perception about filmmaking.
I think the biggest star that I've worked with is Mani Ratnam sir. And I think I've learned to be a more disciplined actor. I've learned to be more dedicated to my work since that. I wanted to be an actor that impresses Mani sir. I don't know. That was my driving force all through PS1. I want sir to be impressed by me, and he inspires me by being him. I adore him, and he's almost like what do I say? Like Ekalavian has a guru, no, in his mind. Like he doesn't have to accept that I'm his shishya types, but in my mind, he's like my guru.
The star I've worked with is two big stars, which are now like Junior NTR Garu and Ram Charan Garu. It's totally a different game with them because they are like globally huge. The way of film making process is different, and the way they come up with their action sequences, the way they entertain the audience, and at the same time, how connected they are with their fans and everything. And great working with them and learned a lot from them.
Yeah, and me like working with Talaivar was like a dream come true for me. And like, as a filmmaker, I'm saying I mean it's quite a bit of responsibility actually. Like because there is a lot of budgets involved, there's a lot of expectations involved and all that. So as such, we have a big responsibility. So that learning was big. I mean, I think that you could get only by working with something, working on a big projects like that.
The biggest stars I have worked with is actually Karthik sir and Superstar. Since I assisted him in Pete, and
Yeah.
I have always admired their unconditional love for filmmaking. They just give it their all, and I've seen Karthik sir and Talaivar like work tirelessly at 2 a.m., 3 a.m. in the morning, and you will realize that these are people who have achieved so much, so already, and yet their energy is never down, and they just keep giving it everything, and that makes you want to learn it from them.
That's great. So with that, we're coming to the end of this interview. It was great talking with all of you.
Thank you.
Thank
Thank you so much.
Watch the movie.